y'all? Welcome to another episode of the TFT podcast, where culture meets chaos. I'm your highly blessed favorite and a little bit messy host, Lauren and Dom, aka the Dom Dada, aka Lauren Monroe, aka I'll fuck your mommy and your daddy. I almost forgot what my intro was for a second. But nonetheless, happy Friday, everyone. I am so excited to be here. We do have a great episode ahead, child. We even have somebody in the studio today with us. So if y'all hear her walking around, then y'all know what it is. All right. But I am just so happy we are getting through the week, child. Time is just going by fast. It's already June, and it's getting hot outside. Bitch, I walked outside before I even like came here to sit down. Bitch, I literally walked outside and started sweating bullets. I said, "Ain't no way it's this hot outside." Like literally, I like the summer because of the vibes, but overall, I am a fall girly. Okay, I need the slight warm like sweater weather. Like everybody loves a good sweater weather, but but overall, we don't really have any updates. We have a lot of music dropping and all this good stuff, but nonetheless, let's go ahead and get into the shit that y'all came here for, which is not the mess. I know, but we're here for the good vibes because, of course, it's Friday. All right, so basically, starting with sports, it looks like Serena Williams is returning to professional tennis. Serena Williams announced that she will be playing doubles at the HSBC Championship at Queen's Club in London. According to ESPN, Serena spoke about her return and said, "Queen's Club feels like the perfect place to begin this next chapter. Grass has given me some of the most meaningful moments of my career, and I'm excited to be back competing on one of the sport's most iconic stages." This will be Serena's first match since 2022 when she last competed at the US Open. Of course, Serena took to her Instagram to basically say the queen is back and congratulations to her. I know that coming out of retirement for some people is scary. I know that sometimes it can just be a lot overall, especially because, she is about, how old is she? Like late 40s, something like that. So, her body's different. Just, she's also had a baby, if I'm not mistaken, not too long ago. But, like things like that really affect you now. But nonetheless, congratulations to Serena, and I can't wait to see how she, comes back. Essentially, I already know that Serena's gonna come back on fire, but I wonder if it's gonna be like super hot fire or if it's just, gonna be like straight fire. Speaking of another retirement, while Serena is coming out of retirement, Russell Wilson is going into retirement. Russell Wilson confirms a deal as a CBS Sports analysis while also announcing his retirement after 14 seasons. He does say that he will be a sports analyst for the 2026 NFL season. So, congratulations to Russell Wilson for making this new chapter. Child, I I think about sometimes like, damn, like at what age am I really going to retire and what am I going to be retiring from? Like I feel like that really matters sometimes. But nonetheless, shout out to Serena and Russell Wilson for going in and out of retirement. Moving on to TV and film, of course. Y'all know or y'all remember Real Housewives of Atlanta star Drew Sidora was ordered to basically move out her marital home that she shared with her now ex-husband Ralph Pittman. Child, I guess the judge felt sorry for her and was like, "All right, little bitch, you ain't gotta move out no more." That's what it gives, okay? um, but basically, a Georgia judge reportedly made a last minute ruling that she can remain in Georgia mansion that she shares with her estranged husband, Ralph Pittman. Drew was previously facing a May 31st deadline to move out as part of their ongoing divorce battle and claimed that the decision would have left her without a place to live. Again, I feel as though, bitch, you make enough money from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Bitch, you supposedly got the go naked hair embassment, is that even a fucking word? Whoa. She's a Go Naked Hair, which is Portia Williams hair company. She's a brand ambassador for them, I think. Of course she be trying to sing or whatever the case is. You don't get residuals for the game because the game is currently streaming on Netflix. So bitch, if you want to go watch the game, you can go watch the game. Um and yeah, you don't get residuals from like the videos that you did, like with Step Up and all of that, or even you don't get residuals from White Chicks, bitch. Like, where is your money at? Literally, because I would never understand that. Even the people who like literally get a divorce and even I don't understand it. You literally get a divorce, or you know that you like working on a divorce and you can't afford your new home, or you got some bitches who would literally live way above their means. Bitch, I'm talking about get a fucking 25-bedroom mansion just to prove like she having it, and then all of a sudden like you having all of these problems, then you going bankrupt, this and that and third. But nonetheless, congratulations to Drew. I personally think that you need to find your own home, because why would you want to stay in a home where you and your husband is beefing? Like, I don't get it. But nonetheless, by all means make your paper, boo boo. Moving on to music. So y'all remember when I said that Kid Cudi had basically cut the Mia girl off his tour? Yeah, so Mia now is deciding to sue Kid Cudi for kicking her off the tour. Stupid shit. The basically Mia's attorney filed the suit in Los Angeles federal court. She is suing the Ohio rhymer for breach of contract and intentional interference with oh con- contractual relations. She is asking for punitive damages, compensatory damages, and attorney fees, and seeking a jury trial. The suit comes less than a month after Cuddy announced on May 4th that he was booting Mia off his tour after she was booed during the Dallas show for discussing her political views and making remarks about immigrants. Double XL has reached out to Kid Cudi's team for comments. She is basically suing Kid Cudi for $2.8 million. I hope that bitch don't win. Okay. Um that's some hating ass shit, bitch. Like, you literally are trying to ruin his tour. Like, you literally went out your way to try to ruin this man's tour, and then you're mad because he kicked you off. Baby, keep your political views, your religious values, or whatever the fuck. Keep that shit to yourself, bitch. If you want to say whatever the fuck you want to say, freedom of speech, whatever, bitch, say that on your own tour. Say that on your own time. The fact that you think it's okay to literally be on somebody else's shit and offend they fans, in which 9 times out of 10, but bitch, we're not here to see you. We don't give a fuck about you. The last song that you did drop was that I'm high now, but the high night pain, which was like what, 2011, 2012, bitch. You haven't dropped a song since, and if you have, we haven't heard it. So the fact that you feel as though that you are that important enough to literally go on stage, say these reckless remarks, and then get mad at basically the people that you work for literally kicking your ass out. Some people can say that that's just discrimination. No, it's not. Okay, what you're not about to do. Okay, because if motherfuckers would have kept her on the tour, guess what? He would literally miss out on 2.8, probably even more. I don't know how much the tour sold for, but essentially he would miss out on more money simply keeping you on the tour, because don't nobody want to go now, because they know that they're going to see you. They know the remarks that you've made. Just because you feel as though it's not offensive to you does not take away from the fact that it's offensive to others. Okay? And Kid Cudi had every right to literally kick you off the tour. Now, I do hope in a contract or something, or somebody's legal team basically say like, hey, in this contract, it does not say that you are allowed to basically discuss your political views. I think that needs to be in contracts for future references, because if you turn around and use your political or religious like reviews to, or not even reviews, but if you basically use those things, those values or beliefs as a way to offend people, then you need to like face the consequences. That's just that. Like, you going out your way to sue this man is crazy, and I really hope, like, for one, I really hope you don't have a case. But if you do have one, bitch, I really hope you lose it. Point blank, period. Speaking of hating shit, bitch. looks like a school system was basically hating on a principal because she decided to use Fetty Wap's lyrics in their yearbook. Yeah, yeah. So Katie O'Connell, principal of Trout Creek Academy in St. Johns County, Florida, has been placed on administrative leave after a lyric from Fetty Wap's song Trap Queen was attributed to her in the school's yearbook. The quote was, "Everybody hating, we just call them fans though." Miss with O'Connell denying any knowledge or approval of the statement, she asserted that both she and her assistant principal approved the yearbook content without the quote stating I received zero phone calls or emails. All I needed was the time or the opportunity to have fixed an error. Parents basically felt that O'Connell was taking shots at them after they made prior complaints about the school. Following the incident labeled as inappropriate conduct, O'Connell has been informed she will not be reappointed for 2026-2027 school year. Furthermore, she is barred from school properties. Yearbook teacher Jody Stobe claims O'Connell initially acknowledged the quote while Saruk maintains it was not in the final review. So basically at first she was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do the quote," but then some people were saying like, "But the quote wasn't actually supposed to be in there, this, that, and the third, bitch. The quote isn't that bad." O'Connell's attorney criticized the blame placed on her, describing the situation as unjust, and she reported harassment related to the incident with an exemplary record at the school. O'Connell wishes to continue her career elsewhere. The community is left questioning the effects of the incident um, on the school's educational environment. Yeah, I don't think this is really one of those things that's actually a big deal. It's really not. Like, but I really think it has a lot to do with the fact that it is Florida. Y'all know Florida is very sensitive. Okay, they literally, I feel like between Texas and Florida, those have to be like the worst states to live in. And of course, like Alabama or whatever, like the super racist states. But Florida, bitch, every time it's some shit going on out there, I just really can't like put my finger on it. Like, what is really the issue? But also, it's one of those things where it has to be like in a white community because clearly the white principal. If this was my school, who was mainly now my school, I guess it's a black school, but we were more diverse. And if we had this quote, it would be cool. Bitch, our graduation song was supposed to be "Nigga, we made it." And you think that they every and you think just because of this dumbass quote, everybody hating, we just call them fans though. I really think motherfuckers was just mad because they really thought that she was trying to take shots at the parents. But at the same time, it's like if you think I'm taking shots at you, baby, obviously like you must be a hater. You must be who the fuck the quote is talking about. Clearly, that's why you upset. But yeah, nonetheless, like, girl, go finish your career somewhere else because clearly they just overly sensitive at that school, bitch. Like, you need to go where the niggas at. If you go where the niggas, well, you might not even like niggas, so I can't even tell you to go do that. But if you do happen to like niggas, go ahead and go to a nigga school. Try to redo the yearbook shit with the quote, and I promise you, it's gonna be a hit. I promise you. I promise you. But speaking of a hit, it looks like Jay-Z has hit the stage at the Roots picnic this past weekend and he took a couple shots at a few people, which is very deserving. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Y'all cannot sit here and constantly throw shots at people and then get mad when that person responds. Come on now. Like even with Drake, you sat up there. You sat up there, you was mad because Kendrick dissed you or whatever the case is. Then you decided to drop 3 songs back to back. Let's not forget this shit, right? Drake literally was mad when Kendrick dropped the whole like big three shit, right? So he drops 3 songs back to back. Okay? Then he proceeds to be like, Kendrick, why don't you drop? Like, where you at? Like, what's up? What's up? What's up? Like, I'm trying to beef. I'm trying to do that. That's that's what Drake gives me. Like, I'm trying to do that, fam. Like, what are we doing? So, what does Kendrick do? Bitch, after being called out, I demolish your goofy ass. And then now y'all want to say it's too much. The same is going on with literally Jay Z. Every time I turn around, it's always somebody talking about Jay Z, talking about his kids, talking about, oh, the Epstein files, this and the third. I find it very funny that y'all keep bringing up these Epstein files, which I don't actually think is real. I really think that the Epstein files was made up in order to really get everybody riled up about bullshit. Because, okay, if we sit here and talk about the Epstein files, what the fuck is we gonna say? Literally, okay, everybody in Epstein files need to be held accountable. Okay, now what? Now what? Because they're not going to lock anybody up. Why? Because there's no actual evidence of these things being taken place. Literally, I understand that y'all think that Hollywood is just like this dark, super like fucked up place. I totally understand that. I'm not even saying that that's not even a real thing. But I think that sometimes some conspiracy theories literally are made up in order to get the people going, bitch. But nonetheless, Jay Z basically, which I think that he has new music coming out. That's why he's making more appearances. But basically, Jay Z hits the Roost Picnic stage, and he basically goes at everybody who been dissing him. Drake, Tory Lanez, Kanye West, bitch, Nicki Minaj, like everybody, bitch. But the diss towards Drake, he says a rapper can't be my op. The jig is up, nigga. I'm up 10. Wrong chart, champ. You gotta look up again. Niggas looked up to Hove. I never looked up to them. That is a fact. I think that y'all love to take away the fact that is uh Jay Z is one of those rappers where you have to give him his tens, because at the end of the day, he literally started this whole like rapper into like businessman type of shit, right? I'm not saying that the people before him, like, even I actually not too long ago just seen a video of Future basically saying like Jay Z wasn't as hot as like Biggie and Pac when they was like on a prime, and I have to agree with that. I feel as though when Biggie and Tupac died, it made room for Jay Z to literally come in. Jay Z, Nas, all of them niggas, and I also think it really has a lot to do with the fact that people just don't like New York rappers. It's something about New York sound that people just really don't get jiggy with. That's not saying like New York doesn't have hits. New York has created so many, not only hits, but created so many like wonderful artists. Essentially, like, I would never take away from the shit that New York did. Like, literally, hip hop started in New York, so I can never take that away from them. But I think the issue is y'all try to downplay Jay Z because you don't like him because of all the rumors and this and that and the third. So you try to sit here and be like, "Oh, he not a good rapper," or "He too old to be dissing these niggas." I know. I think what the problem is, he is literally tired of y'all talking shit about him. And it's not even just about him, really. It's really just about the kids. Because one thing that I realize is that y'all don't know how to bring him up without just bringing him up. Y'all got to bring up Beyonce. Y'all got to bring up his kids. Like, y'all just got to bring up hella extra shit. And so I feel as though him coming at these people is very much warranted. I would play the audio, but the audios that I've heard is literally trash. So that's where I'm just reading this shit off, because it's like if I try to play it, it's not gonna be too clear. Um, but going at Drake still, them crackers got your he says them crackers got your publishing checks. Go talk to them. Don't talk success to me. You niggas is workers, in perpetuity is how your contract is worded. Um we all know that Drake just dropped a new song called "The Jig Is Up," which is from the new Iceman. So that's where that whole thing is coming from. He then takes shots at Nicki Minaj, basically saying like basically saying like she's on that stuff again, and her kin can go pick up her kids. And in the middle of him doing that, he does a little stutter, right? And of course people are saying like, oh, this is trash, this is trash, this and that and the third. Like, but whole time he literally did that on purpose. Why? Because it was a moment in time where she was literally doing a freestyle or whatever, and she got to like mumbling over her word, like, you know, tripping over her words or whatever the case is. So he was basically copying her. And then the whole Ken can't pick up your kids, Ken, literally Barbie and Ken, plus Ken Kenneth, which is her husband's name, and also Ken as in her brother, who has literally also been accused of, you know, being a pedophile. What are we talking? Yeah, and Nicki Minaj is one of those people who has literally talked about his kids. I don't care what nobody says. Again, I literally get sick and tired of talking about Nicki Minaj only because her fans don't want to hold her accountable. They really make it seem like everybody is just doing all of these things to Nicki Minaj, but where is the proof? Literally, like Nicki has said that Jay-Z stole millions of dollars from her, this and the third. Where's the proof? But then when we say like, okay, where's the proof? Y'all come back with these articles that are literally made up. Mind you, some of these people put out articles because they know like people like you are going to read it and actually believe it. They literally have to publish a story. That's what literal publishers do, bitch. If you didn't know that. Okay. So, um so the fact that y'all was literally trying to say that this freestyle right here, the freestyle towards Nicki Minaj, what? The the Ken wordplay alone just showed you the Ken wordplay alone just shows you why. Like, come on now, stop. I understand that y'all don't fuck with Jay-Z like that, but let's not do that. This was very much given early rap battle. I can say that. I've never seen Jay-Z perform to this like level of emotion. He's really like, bitch, I'm talking to you niggas because y'all got me fucked up. Truly. Like that's what it is. Like I got something to say because yeah, like I'm not feeling this back and forth. I allowed y'all to literally drag me through the mud. I've actually allowed y'all to do it multiple times, even with Dame Dash, every time he gets in an interview he has something to say about Jay-Z. So that's why Jay-Z was like the whole like fumbling of the teeth, because if y'all remember if y'all remember, Dame Dash literally was talking and his teeth fell. That's the thing. Like, how you gonna be talking shit about somebody else and your teeth not even intact, baby? You got better things to worry about. And whole time again, you talking about Jay Z, who is literally a billionaire, and I know like being a billionaire is literally the craziest thing in the world. But like Dame Dash, you're broke, and if you have the nerve to say that Jay Z stole from you, then guess what? Steal it back, bitch. Steal it back. Um, but basically, after you know the basically after the Jay-Z freestyle went viral, some people of course weren't too happy about it, and some people, I just mean like Bobby Shmurda, I guess he was taken up for Tory Lanez or whatever. I don't I don't really fucking care about Tory Lanez, but basically I guess Jay-Z's diss to Tory Lanez was, "Rock's not crumbling. The leprechauns have magically run out of pranks slash your son on the federal jail line mumbling something about having too much in his drink. You know how dumb that is?" Bobby Shmurda basically shares that and was like, F out of, he basically said, fuck out of here. You put motherfuckers in jail like me, Tory, and who else knows, old cap ass nigga. He put you in jail, or did your actions put you in jail? I never understood that. Like, how are you gonna sit here and say, "Oh, you put me in jail"? No, babes, you put your own self in jail. Literally, your actions put you in jail. Tory Lanez, his actions put him in jail. I'm so sick and tired of y'all trying to basically save face when it comes to Tory Lanez. At the end of the day, Tory Lanez fucked up because he's an illegal immigrant, or he's an illegal citizen in the United States who's on probation, literally firing a weapon into the air, which I don't know if you dumbass niggas didn't know. That is literally a crime. Okay? Everything that I just said is literally a crime. So what are we talking about here? Bobby Shmurda, at the end of the day, give it up. Give it up. Okay, you went to jail. Oh well, so what? Why didn't you say that back then it had something to do with Jay-Z? It's because y'all don't have the actual proof. I'm just saying. And then in reality, my thing is this. You wasn't really releasing music in jail, so he wasn't really making any money off of you, besides the fact that of course motherfuckers was playing like the hot nigga and they might have been playing Bobby Bitch. But other than that, how the fuck did Jay Z send you to jail? Truly, I don't know. I guess y'all just need somebody to blame for y'all mistakes, and Jay Z or just any like super billionaire is really just the easiest target. That's how I feel. But also, nonetheless, at the end of the day, Rock Nation is really a family, and I get that y'all want to have all of these conspiracy theories or whatever. Even with Rihanna, y'all say that Rihanna hates Jay Z. That's why she don't want to release music. Why the fuck would I need to release music when I have literally made more money from makeup than I have with music at this point, which is the reason why I literally became a billionaire. I don't think that y'all be thinking sometimes. Like, y'all have the capacity to know that things are about money, but I don't think that y'all know actually about money. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm never going to do something that's literally going to jeopardize my money. It's simple. If I became a billionaire, why would I literally put myself in a position to lose those billions? Everything that y'all say is literally an indication that people will go out their way to lose the money that they have. No, I'm not going to lose my money for Nicki Minaj. I'm not going to lose my money for Tory Lanez, who literally indicted himself, basically, bitch. You goofy bitch. Bobby Smurda, don't nobody even give a fuck about you. Let's be true. Like, come on now. I can literally run down the list. The only person who I can literally say like still has a little bit of emotion is Drake. But after these last three albums, bitch, I don't know what you got going on. Okay, it's very clear that you needed again. I don't know what's up with these contracts or whatever. I'm been told y'all that y'all needed to get Jewish lawyers before y'all get into the game and y'all sign these contracts because it's very clear that people well it's very clear that these labels are able to get off on y'all simply because y'all not reading these contracts. Y'all not. You just so happy to sign and get this little money up front that you don't realize that you have literally signed your life away. You literally can't get in trouble. You can't do these things. You have to release a certain amount of albums, and if you don't do well with this album, like all of that stuff matters, bro. It literally matters. But nonetheless, shout out to Jay Z. I do feel like he got, like I said, I do feel like he got some new music coming, so we'll see about that. Um, there are speculations that him and Beyonce are doing a joint project together. Supposedly, I guess they trying to say that he might be on Act Three or whatever. I don't know. I don't believe that, but we shall see. Speaking of Rock Nation, still Megan Thee Stallion hopped on the Motion Party remix. And it's very clear that she was taking shots at Clay Thompson. She says, "I ain't going through no phones. That shit's stupid. If I catch a nigga cheating on me, it's deuces." Excuse me. Shit strict over here. I'm a rich bitch. Thought he did his big one till he met the biggest. At the end of the day, I can say one thing about Megan Thee Stallion: she is definitely going to leave, and she's not going to double back. Point blank. Period. Um, a lot of people were saying that they didn't like this freestyle simply because, of course, they say that her flow and her cadence is the same. This and that. Y'all really don't have this energy when it comes to male artists, and like it's very telling when you think about it. It's very telling in regards to like women can't do anything without everything just being nitpicked at. Like it is very clear. But nonetheless, shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. She also just dropped a swimsuit line, the Hottie swimsuits. So I think they are available in like Walmart and stuff like that. So, the summer's here. Go get y'all a motherfucking swimsuit. Period. All right. Last but not least, so the Lotto album review. First, I will say that Akbar is still trying to beef with Lotto for whatever reason. I don't know. Lotto, I mean, Akbar, please give it up. Please. Like, I just don't understand what your purpose is. Essentially, she dropped a diss song. Excuse me. Essentially, Akbar dropped a diss song to Lotto on her little remix that she did, the "Get Out My Face." I guess it was like, I don't know what to say about it really. She says, "Lotto, how you ain't respond to Cardi B? Guess those pussy allegations really fit you well." Why? Why does that matter to you? Truly, like what? Like what is it? Nikki isn't going to sign. Nikki doesn't like you. What? I'm sorry. She doesn't. Nikki doesn't care about you. Like I don't get it. Akbar, you have literally been trying to rap since the beginning of time, bitch. Since 18 BC. Give it up. Give it up. Like I don't know what else to say. Like you literally went out your way to insert yourself in a beef that has nothing to do with you. Literally has nothing to do with you, right? But speaking of this beef, okay, everybody knows that Lotto just dropped a new album called Big Mama, right? I have not listened to the album, so I'm not going to give a review on that. What I am going to give a review on is the things that everybody else is saying, right? We do know that Lotto came out and said that this was supposed to be her retirement album. She then doubles back and says that she didn't really mean it. She was going through postpartum depression, this, that, and the third. Okay, cool. It is said that she is out of her contract right now, which is a good thing. I think she needed to drop this album in order to get out of that. But with the actual album at hand, I think that because her Sugar Honey Iced Tea album was so good, people were wait, is that the name of that album? Well, yeah, the last album that she had, basically, I think a lot of people had loved that album so much they had high expectations. And then of course when it comes to when you think Big Mama and then the cover is you being pregnant, you would think that this album is going to be about you, your growth, your baby, you becoming a new mom, like stuff like that. Come to find out, this is just a love letter to 21 Savage. Literally, the whole album is my man, my man, my man, my man. And I did y'all not learn from Chance the Rapper when he literally dropped that album about loving his wife? People dogged him from literally sun up to sundown. I understand that you want to be all about your man, that you literally can't even be seen out in public with, or you just want to keep it a secret, which I think that a lot of y'all misconstrue privacy and secrecy. Um, Mind you, also, we wouldn't even know that she had a boyfriend or anything if she wasn't on the internet basically talking about my man, my man, my man every 5 seconds. Okay. But basically a lot of people don't like the album because they don't think it reflects her as a rapper. They don't think it was giving what it was supposed to give, right? And I'm not really shocked at it. I'm not, because her whole rollout has been about basically not only her pregnancy but the whole like, oh yeah, me and 21 Savage are together, yada yada yada. And then come to find out, you literally wait till your album drop to basically address your supposedly friend Cardi B. Now, if you don't know, there was a video that was leaked of Cardi B on the phone, basically calling Lotto a pussy. Okay, um, if you understand the circumstances of the situation, I can't even be mad. Can't even be mad at Cardi because okay, let's break this down really quick. So Lotto was beefing with Ice Spice, who literally just unprovoked brung her up in a beef, and now they are cool, right? Y'all remember the whole Casanat interview with them, basically coming together so they can promote their new song, right? I guess Cardi B heard about Lotto reaching out to Ice Spice and called her, the vagina. I don't see an issue with that because sometimes I feel as though you have to call your friend out on her bullshit. Something you really do, right? Because if this girl is beefing with you, she literally started the beef, and you reach out to her, and it's not like the other way around. Because if it was the other way around and Cardi still called you that, then I'd be like, okay, girl, like you dead wrong. But that's not the case. And then come to find out, Cardi B tried to apologize. When the audio leaked, she did post a public apology, but she does say that she tried to reach out to you multiple times. She even tried to reach out to your sister, and she tried to reach out to your team, but you didn't want to hear that. Huh. But basically on the song, she says, bitch said what, let's clock it. Really got a Hermes store in my closet talking about buying Big Mama a bag like my nigga ain't already bought it. I guess when this whole situation happened, Cardi had offered to like buy her a bag or whatever, and this is supposed to be her little diss to her. Then she says, like my nigga ain't coming off racks, big bank over here, big facts, which a bitch would get in the booth. I'm calling up Playboy Max. Playboy Max is a streamer, a music streamer who basically does like these verses with artists or whatever. But overall, this is the thing, right? I understand Lotto point of view when it comes to like people keep bringing you up unprovoked. Like Ice Spice brung you up unprovoked. Nicki Minaj brung you up unprovoked when it comes to the whole like you basically not deserving your Grammy win or whatever. And then of course this situation it seems unprovoked, but the difference is you and Cardi B are supposed to be friends, right? I feel as though you have every right to feel some type of way. Aren't I'm never saying that your feelings aren't valid because they definitely are. I'm just saying I would give this situation a little more grace than I would the Ice Spice or even the Nicki Minaj situation. I'm just saying. But hey, I'm also not Lotto. But I guess Lotto did end up having a little girl, so congratulations to her and 21 Savage. Um but yeah, I mean, I've seen mixed reviews about the album. Some people say it's good. Some people say that they overly hate it because it's basically a love album. And she's been in love for like the past, how long they been together? How long she been talking about my? I feel like it's been the longest, like for the last 6 years ish, something like that. Child, I don't know, but yeah, nonetheless, that is all the mess that well, not even a mess, but I guess you could call it that a little bit. But before we get out of here, of course, it is Friday and we have some new music today. So it looks like Vince Staples has dropped a new album called Crybaby. Freddie Gibbs is back with a deluxe album called You Only Die Once. Bryson Tiller has dropped a single called Drop the Low. Lil Tyler drops an album Destined for Greatness. Lizzo just dropped an album called Bitch. Steve Lacy actually just dropped a single called The Feeling, and Little Novi and Northwest dropped the single Moolah, the Root of All Evil. So make sure that y'all go check out that new music. But yeah, that is all that I have for you all today. Thank you to my first and my last time listeners. I hope that you all enjoyed this episode just as much as I have enjoyed delivering it to you. All right. Please make sure that you're checking us out every Monday and Friday on our YouTube channel. Be sure to like, comment, share, and turn on those post notifications because you don't want to miss out. All right. Please remember to always be humble, be gracious, and be open. I will see you at the top because the bottom is just a little too crowded. Bye, y'all.